In this coaching module, we're going to start gathering information on the various housing programs available in your local area. You may find that there's a tremendous need for them, or that the information is more of a talking point for employers to understand the value you and your team bring to the table. Either way, it's important to understand. Government housing programs. There are numerous programs to assist people with housing. Unfortunately, they're operated through a variety of government entities, many of which are not aware of the programs that the other agencies offer. There are many programs that provide financial assistance for those seeking home ownership. A fully functional employer housing solutions program should address these resources for those employees whose incomes may prohibit them from succeeding with a more traditional approach. Many of these programs have income restrictions, first-time homebuyer restrictions, or require the recipient to remain in the property for a certain amount of time for the full benefit. A grant, as we've learned, is financial assistance in the form of a forgivable loan that's provided at zero interest, zero payments, and typically requires the recipient to remain in the property as a primary residence for a predetermined period. If the recipient moves, sells the home, or refinances prior to that time, there's typically a recapture formula based upon the number of years the grant was used. For example, let's say the grant was $20,000 and required the recipient to remain in the property for 10 years. They decided to sell the home in 5 years, so $10,000 or half of the grant money would be paid back from the proceeds of the sale. That's still a great deal if you can get it. A subsidy is usually a low-interest second mortgage provided from municipal bonds, county surtax programs, or community second mortgages available from employers, government agencies, or some lenders. Again, the key benefit is a lower-than-market monthly payment which offsets total monthly expenditures on housing for the recipient of these subsidies. A key feature of many of these programs is that they may be combined or layered to provide a very real reduction in overall monthly payments. Some of these programs also have first-time homebuyer restrictions. In most cases, a first-time homebuyer is defined as 1. Someone who's never owned a home, 2. Someone who has not had ownership interest in a home for the past 3 years, or 3, in some cases, a divorced spouse who was displaced by the divorce. Your respective state, counties, or even municipalities all have websites that can direct you to the source of these funds. Keywords that may be used in your search include Housing Finance Authority, your state or city housing authority, affordable housing programs, first-time homebuyer programs, housing assistance. In order to access these funds, a borrower will generally be required to apply for primary financing first through a lender who's approved to provide this type of funding. Those lenders are listed in the websites of those particular agencies. If not, a simple phone call will get you the information that you need. Contacting lenders. Call several lenders in your area and ask about their knowledge of government housing programs designed to assist people with lower incomes or who are first-time homebuyers. Locate the most knowledgeable lender and meet with him or her. With their assistance, put together a folder or a file of different programs and government organizations you will be able to use in your employer housing solutions program. Make a note of which lenders are the most knowledgeable, easy to work with, and responsive. You'll be putting together a team for your program within the next couple of weeks. This assignment has a lot more to it than just interviewing lenders. Some of you may have in-house mortgage companies that your broker would prefer you to use. That's perfectly fine, but they may not all be able to provide all of the products and services that a full-fledged employer housing program may need. This is where you want to add depth to your bench, as they say in sports. As you speak with these lenders, here are some things I'd like you to take away from the conversation. How easy are they to deal with? Will their personality fit within your growing team? Remember, our corporate clients need solutions, not more challenges. Do they have any experience with these programs? Even though you may not actually need to use grants and subsidies on a large-scale basis, it's important that your partners have actually done them. This will show when they participate in education on these topics. What can they bring to the table to help you develop new corporate clients? You may just find that perfect fit with a lender who's also eager to build a niche and will work with you to develop more opportunities. Will you simply be one of many real estate professionals in their database or an actual partner in profit? And lastly, are they willing to work with you to build the business, or are they just looking for referrals? You may find there's a balance between lenders who will do a great job, but may not have the bandwidth to help you at the grassroots level doing seminars and company meetings, and those who will help you on the front end to develop the actual corporate clients. Make sure you document who is able to do what and stay in touch with them. Rental assistance. Call or contact several rental communities in your local area and talk to them about the availability of housing, rental rates, vacancy rates, and any help that might be available to people in need of rental assistance. Make a note of which rental programs are the most knowledgeable, easy to work with, and responsive. Again, as you'll be putting together a team for your program, you may want to have the best of these on board. Additionally, reach out through your company for agents and possibly even outside agents that specialize in doing rentals in your market. This is a very important component to your employer housing program. If you are the rental specialist, that's great, but remember that you may end up managing the transaction flow and will need to outsource some of the services to your best service providers. Rental communities are only a piece of the total rental solution. Agents who routinely work on MLS rentals and even have off-market deals are those who you want on your team. Educational webinars and seminars should also include a program for renters. You will be able to offer a free pre-approval, which may convert some to buyers and at least build a pipeline of future buyers from current renters. Okay, so here's your assignment should you choose to accept it. Gather information about government housing programs. Begin by going to HUD.gov, then go to home buying, then to home buying programs in your state. This will bring up a page of information on different programs. Some will be city and some county. Then take some time to call the programs and study their websites. Ask questions and push for clarification. As an employer housing solutions specialist, you'll want to have accurate information at your fingertips. Once you've completed that, go to Google and start searching by keywords for programs in your state, county, and local municipalities. Remember also to find out which programs may be combined with others. You may find a perfect combination for today's market. Either way, you'll be more knowledgeable about these programs than the majority of agents in your local market. After completing your initial research, meet with the lenders that you found to be most knowledgeable regarding low-income and first-time homebuyer housing assistance. At the meeting, begin creating a fact sheet that describes the different programs and invite them to participate as a member of your team.